So my favorite thing in the world is when I receive packages. I hate shopping with a passion, but I love getting stuff. I hate spending the money, but I love getting the stuff. So for my human growth and development class, I decided that I needed to get like a whiteboard to be able to write all of the different stages of development, plus all of the theories and all of the different aspects of each stage of development. And it's a lot, and it's something that like putting it on paper doesn't do it justice. You need to see it all together, all in one big space. But like, they have whiteboards at Walmart and on Amazon. Like, you can get like a 24 by 30 and it costs like $50. Then I saw this beautiful invention here. It's basically it's a peel and stick whiteboard. So it's like a really long paper that you can write on using the erasable markers. It's 78 feet long, and 17 feet high. So we're talking 78 by 17. It's a lot of space. I can probably cut this thing in two and still have enough space for all of my stages of development. So I'm about to roll this out and put it up on my wall using tacks. So I really want it to be reusable. So I have all these tacks. I just asked my mom, because she used to use a lot of tacks. I'm gonna tack it to my wall, so I'm not gonna take off the sticky layer and put it on my wall. And then dry erase markers, and then the liquid and the eraser. And I heard like sometimes I have something similar to this, a calendar like this in my office that's really long and does the whole year. And it is difficult sometimes to get the writing off. So in the reviews, it recommended making sure you get the liquid to take the marker off, and then I wanted affordable color pens. People seem to like the Ink Joy. I consulted, or I looked in one of my Facebook groups, and they're always posting about pens. So on my Facebook group, I put favorite pens, and people put up Ink Joy. I'm sure they put the gel ones, but the gel ones were like $16, $17, $18 compared to like $8. So I basically got 20 color pens, and these are ballpoint pens, for like $9. So I'm happy. I'm gonna go stick this thing on my wall, and you all can watch me do it. Alright, let me get around. Good afternoon, family. Today is Sunday. I just got home from church and a very long trip to the Dollar Tree. My mom loves Dollar Tree and she hasn't been for this whole pandemic. So she requested to go to Dollar Tree and I obliged. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of stuff. I got some junk food. But what I want to show you are these organizers that I got. I got 4 of them, and they're for my drawers. My desk drawers are really, really messy, and I want to organize them to look good. I'm going to start with these 4, and then I will add more organizers as I see fit. These organizers, if you stack 2 of them side by side, fit perfectly the width. I guess I could fit something skinny, but the point is I couldn't fit 3 of these in a row. So this works good. I'll have 2 in each drawer. And then I was hoping to have those long, skinny white ones, but they didn't have any in my Dollar Tree. They only had them in blue, and I was like, I like the white look. So I'll probably go to Walmart and get some of those because they always have those long, skinny ones. So I'll have 2 of these in each drawer, plus probably a long, skinny one next to it. And then in the back, I can probably put 2 of those long, skinny ones, perpendicular to these. So after I do that, I did create a to-do list for this week. So now I since I've done 1 week of to-dos successfully, I've gained somewhat of a rhythm. I'm so happy. Last night I finished the only paper I have for the semester in any of my classes. It was a paper on epigenetics, and you had to compare it to a disease that's common in your family. So I wrote on epigenetics and obesity, and I learned a lot. I actually I was a little bit convicted by it because I'm still dealing with issues. But it did put something in my mind that I need to be taking care of myself, not just for my own health and not for vanity, but for my children and their children, for my future generations. Anyways, last night I finished my to-do list. And the only 2 things I had left was that paper and my lab report. I experienced my first frustration in my 2nd week of school, or is it my first week? When did I start? I started June 1st and it's the 14th. So in my 2nd week of school is when I experienced my first frustration, and it was towards the end of the week. On Thursday, we had a lab on compounds and their bonds, and the lab report was so difficult. The beginning was fine, but then the end of it, I had to draw the Lewis structures for some compounds, find out how many electric bonds there were, the electric bond arrangement, the shape, and it was so difficult because I couldn't find the information, and then whether it was polar or nonpolar. I couldn't find the information for all of them in either my lab book or my chemistry lecture book. And I would Google it when I was and then I tried Googling so I could have an understanding of each one of them. And I actually, in that process, learned a lot. And then finally, at the end of the night, somewhere around midnight, 12:30 a.m., I was okay, I gotta get on YouTube to see if I can figure out these last few. And that YouTube really helped me with that. I was able to find the structures or like the shapes, I was able to understand more in depth when it came to covalent bonds and compounds and their structures. And yeah, I learned a lot by by going through my books, by Googling, and finally by going on YouTube. So I feel really accomplished. Let me tell you something. When I started working on my schoolwork yesterday, my goal was to get through this epigenetics paper, and I knew that once I finished that paper, a huge weight would be released from my shoulders. And it was so true. At the end of the paper, I felt so accomplished. I turned it in. I got you have to put it in through turnitin.com, and it gives you like a score of like how much you've plagiarized, and I got 0%. So you get between 0 and 10%, and I got 0%, which means your girl did good rephrasing. Anyways, this is my list for the upcoming week for 6/14 to 6/21, and I'm fortunate because this week 3 is so much easier than week 2. Reason being is I don't have a discussion and a quiz due in my human growth and development class because we have a midterm this week. So I'm going to take that midterm on Saturday, and I'm going to spend Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning studying for it. And then I have 2 labs and 2 reports, pre-labs and report due for my chemistry lab class, easy. And then I have quiz number 2 and test number 2. Quiz number 2 I'm going to take Monday. Test number 2 I'm going to take on Wednesday. And once I finish that test, I'm going to go on and read chapter 6 in my chemistry book. And the reading in the chemistry is so easy. Like, that met my expectations completely. I was expecting in my human growth and development class like 30 minutes, maybe an hour per chapter. Turns out it's like 3 to 4 hours per chapter in human growth and development. But in my chemistry book, it's like 20 to 30 minutes per chapter. So super light week. I'm really happy. I feel like the hardest part is gone, and I'm only in week 3. Pray for me, people. I need you. Hey y'all, it's class time again. It's Tuesday, June 16, and I have chemistry lab today from 1:30 to 3:15. It is currently 1:16, so waiting for class to start. I did my pre-lab, and these are just some notes for myself. It's based on like a flame test, and then the lab report we do in class, and you have to finish it. Well, she gives you like basically the values, and you have to finish it at home. So, oh, I brought a periodic table just in case I needed it. Anyways, I have some tea. I got some Earl Grey. It's the Mighty Leaf whole leaf tea. So I'm gonna enjoy some tea while I wait. Kind of warm myself up because it's like cold in here. Then I have other various snacks, but I'm not gonna show you.
Everything that is metals that are in group 1 and 2 can be tested by a method, and the method is called flame test. What does it mean? That you are going to use a wire tester that it looks like a little wire with a loop at the end. So you're going to pick up your solution, your unknown solution, with this little tester, the wire with the loop, into the solution, and you're going to expose it to the flame. That's what is called flame test. And this solution is going to give you a particular color, and that color identifies your cations, your positive ions. Depends on the color, you can say, okay, I have sodium, I have calcium, I have strontium.
Hey, so I'm gonna clean out the fridge and then I'm gonna make steak and I think rice and broccoli for dinner for myself and my husband. Ooh, ooh. people, this is check number 1. Ooh, ooh. I wish you could. Ooh, look at that steam. Child. Ooh. Hello, steak.